Chris Christie opened the floor to the crowd to give them a chance to ask questions they felt strongly about. And this portion of the meeting had its serious and national news hot and sexy moments. Take a look.
Why did you distribute the state aid based on budget as a percent of budget? And why didn't you take across-the-board cut of 10% this year for each and every school district?
Because it's against the law. And
Why?
Because the Supreme Court ruling has made that really clear. Now let's clear this up, because I know you're a star in Paul Molshine's columns, and Paul loves to write about this stuff, and Paul doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Okay? It's easy enough to sit in front of a computer in Monmouth County and type out columns railing about everything when you have no responsibility to do anything. All right? If I had taken away 10% of aid, which is what you're advocating, from everybody, it would clearly have been overturned by the Supreme Court. Clearly been overturned by the Supreme Court. Now, what I've been fighting to do is to change the Supreme Court. There is no way... Doug, listen, Doug, you keep shaking your head. You keep shaking your head. But you tell me, what's your basis? What's your basis for saying that it wouldn't be?
Because if you take the 2009-10 formula, which the Supreme Court approved of,
right,
and took 10% off of that for everybody, what's the court going to say? You shouldn't take 10% off of everybody?
Guess what? That's exactly what the court would say. Because what the court would say was it has disproportionate effect on the Abbott districts. That's what it would say. Because Newark gets 98% of its school funding from the state. So if you take 10% away of 98%, and let's say, I don't know what the percentage is in Paccong, but it's probably very small of the amount of the state aid in their budget. Does anybody know what the number is? 37? Okay. So if I take 10% of 37%, or 10% of 98%, it is a disproportionate effect. This is not my opinion. Let's make this very clear.
I understand.
This is the Supreme Court's opinion.
The governor wants to focus on better education for all schools in New Jersey.
So in conclusion, Doug, I appreciate your passion on this issue. I love the fact that you work all the numbers and the math, and I got people who work the numbers and the math too, and I'm as frustrated about it as you are. But just by saying you're going to make it so, doesn't make it so. We have to change the Supreme Court. We have to have a different attitude about the way we fund schools in the state. We have to reform the education system, which I didn't talk about today because I wanted to leave more time for questions, but we have to do it. And that's going to lead to more fairness for suburban and rural districts, and it's going to lead ultimately to a better education for kids everywhere in New Jersey, not just for certain kids in New Jersey, and that's what I'm shooting for.
The questions turn to more local issues for the governor to focus on and help solve.
We're working to try to make sure that we restore funding to what it needs to be funded as the economy starts to grow and we start to get more money to be able to make sure that we fund that. Now, on the second part of the question, on the water level management, that one I don't know about. I assume that must be a DEP issue with all of you, so I will, let's follow up with Commissioner Martin on what the status of that is, because I've heard about it, but I don't know about it in detail. So I'll look into it, and I'll work with Senator Bucco and the other legislators up here, Senator Orho and Gary Chisano and Allison McCose, to try to make sure that we get it right when we do it. But believe me, you know, you have advocates down in Trenton for how important Lake Paccong is to the economy of this area and to New Jersey's overall economy to continue to keep that lake strong and to be funded the right way. So I'm not unaware of it, and as I'm working through the budget problems, I'm trying to make sure that we get something done in that regard.
A local mom asked Christie about getting a better education for her child who has dyslexia.
It is unacceptable to me that we have children who have treatable conditions like dyslexia, where if you're treated the right way, if you're taught the right way, that you can learn just as well as someone who doesn't have it. It's outrageous to me. So now you say you're in litigation with the state. Obviously, I don't know anything about that, but what I want you to do is, Jean, come over and make sure she has your card. I want you to email Jean all the circumstances of what's going on, and we're going to get back to you. By the way, for those of you who saw that YouTube video from that town hall meeting in Union City, where I was dealing with Isaac's mom, who, in the city of Newark, she went to the school administrators and said, you know, my son has dyslexia, He had been diagnosed with dyslexia after she had sent him to a parochial school where they'd said to him, oh, he has dyslexia. He had been, I think, in 4th grade by the time they figured it out. They never figured it out in the Newark public schools. But the Catholic school said, we don't have the resources to be able to do it. So she said, okay, I'm going to bring my son back to the public school. And they said, we can't help you. Well, she's now met with the folks in Newark because I insisted that the folks in Newark meet with her. And her son's now getting the attention that he needs to be able to deal with that problem.
The hot and sexy comment from a local woman resident made national news and brought Christie to saying this before the questions came to a closing.
I think having a governor that is smart and that it has the perseverance to do what's right is hot and sexy.
You know, let me just say that I'm going to ask you before you leave here to write a note to my wife. I tell her that things like this come up at these meetings, and it was our 25th anniversary yesterday. So see, comments like that after 25 years will keep her on her toes. She won't take me for granted. So thank you for that. What's your question? Yes, whatever you want.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break.
Aspen Companies, making homes and businesses look their best all year long with landscape design and seasonal maintenance. Materials used by Aspen Companies are always the best quality, including environmentally friendly fertilizer. Looking for that beautiful lawn to bring up the value of your home? Let Aspen Companies take care of your maintenance. They are a local business living and working in this community. Aspen Companies, serving your needs now and in the future. Call the staff at 1-800-507-7180 or visit their website, aspencompanies.biz.
In an accident, in a medical crisis, or other life-threatening emergency, when every second counts, who can you count on? In Morris, Sussex, and Warren County, the answer is St. Clair's. When people need us the most, we're there. Over 100,000 times a year. Just like we're there for you. St. Clair's Health System, turning promise into practice every day.
Sometimes in life we are faced with the unexpected, such as divorce, child custody, or support issues. That's when you need the preeminent law firm of Albino, Ullman, Lambers, and Pompelio. They live and work in Sussex County, and they are committed to their community and its residents. Visit their website at aullawfirm.com or call 973-729-3888 or 383-7600. Why go anywhere else? In this economy, we are all looking for a great deal, and Casamia in Sparta has a great deal for you. Casamia has a brand new dining room with family eat-in specials Monday and Tuesday night. It's pasta and chicken. Wednesday, seafood family-style dinners. Eat-in only. Casamia also can cater your next party or special event. Casamia, White Deer Plaza, Sparta. For more information or directions, call 729-6606.
Join the Sussex County Y. You won't just be a member of a facility, you'll be part of a cause. With a shared commitment to nurturing the potential of kids, improving health and well-being, and giving back and supporting our neighbors, your membership gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. Let our welcoming staff find the program that's right for you and your family. We offer swim lessons, adult fitness classes, youth sports and enrichment classes, before and after care at area schools, summer camps, parties, and much more. For more information, call 973-209-9622 or visit sussexcountymca.org.
Sussex County Mattress, your local store for brand name mattresses and anything else that you need for a great night's sleep. Conveniently located on Route 206 in Newton. Come see the new line of luxury Sealy Posturepedic mattresses available in a choice of 3 firmnesses, including pillow top. Get a queen-size mattress for only $861, king size only $998. Our mattresses include free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. Come and see the Mattress Ladies, only at Sussex County Mattress, your local mattress store on Route 206 in Newton, across from Lowe's.
Coming to a closing, the governor spoke about his Speak Your Mind personality and why he feels he is the luckiest guy in the world.
People ask me all the time about what the best part of being governor is. It's one of the questions I get all the time, sometimes from friends, sometimes just from folks who run into me places, like, what's the best part of being governor? When I'm trying to be funny and flippant, I say that whenever I go to New York City now, they close the Lincoln Tunnel. And they do. And it's great. But when I'm being serious, the best part of being governor are moments like that. Because every morning I wake up, and because of the honor you gave me by electing me governor, I have the opportunity to do great things for people that I probably will never meet and certainly will never know. I probably will never meet her son. And I certainly will never know him. But every day as governor, you have the opportunity to do great things. I don't do great things every day. I'm human, you know? Some days I'm really good and some days I'm not so good. But I'm trying every day. And I have the opportunity every day because of the honor you've given me by electing me governor. Now, there are a lot of folks who ask me something else too. And it depends on, you know, everything in life is where you stand, depends on where you sit on a particular issue. But the two sides of the issue are this. On the good side, I'll have people come up to me and say, Governor, we love the way you fight. We love the way you fight for us. We love the way you're standing up and telling the truth and telling it like it is, and we're really glad that we have you there. Then you have the people on the other side who say, enough with the fighting. You're too angry. You're too combative. You're too much. I had enough of you. Why are you so combative? Why are you saying these things sometimes that are so blunt and, for some people's taste, brusque?
Governor Christie believes that his outgoing personality that people love or hate comes from his family background.
Some days you're going to say things that annoy them, and other days hopefully you'll say things that inspire them. And some days they'll agree with you and some days they won't. But don't ever let them think they don't know who you are and what you stand for and what you're thinking. And so when you see these things on TV, when you read these articles about me being combative or being angry, I'm not angry. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. You know, I'm getting to be governor of the state where I was born and raised. And so I'm enormously lucky.
That's all for this edition. Don't forget to fan the Skylands Weekly fan page on Facebook and tell me what you thought about the governor's appearance in Hopatcong. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. Up next is Sports Beat.